Okay. So the only reason why we're doing the Zoom is I wanted to make sure we got one in, since we didn't do the Zoom, or excuse me, the training after team training on Tuesday. That's why we're doing this right now. So I want to read something to you guys first. And how do I, oh shoot, not that. Not that. I'm trying to pull up my Zoom so I can, there we go.
Here you go.
There we go.
Here you go.
Okay, so I'm going to read this off to you guys really quick. And then after I read this, I'm going to go over a couple of things and kind of get you guys' feedback and that sort of thing. So, okay. So this morning, Denise posted this on the Double Diamond and Above page, and she said, it's from Pam, and she said, "Good morning, VIPs. I love this message and wanted to share it with, and wanted to have a more positive, energetic team within it works, and it begins with you. Are you having fun? How good do you feel, and how often do you smile? Enthusiasm is contagious, and no one can resist an enthusiastic person. Smiles and laughter bring healing and energy to ourselves and joys to our hearts. It is important to smile and laugh every single day. Energy is powerful. It cannot be created or destroyed. It can be focused and directed. A positive attitude builds momentum in our thoughts, belief, words, and deeds. Consistency in thought, word, and action increases the process of manifestation and self-actualization. The better we think, the better we're going to feel. And the better we feel, the better we're going to think. Good thoughts and feelings lead to better actions. 90% of our negative thoughts never happen. Why waste time and energy in being negative when 95% of the time what we are afraid of doesn't even end up happening? Just let it go. Goodbye, drama. Let's focus on positive and constructive thoughts and opportunities, detach from the ego mind, and discover the heart. Be a heart with two ears. What would happen if you surrounded yourself with uplifting, supportive, loving, and fun people every single day? It's wise to keep our energy, attitude, thoughts, and words clear and positive. Energy attracts like energy, so stay focused, positive, and enthusiastic. Anything is possible. There's gold dust in the air. So after reading that, it kind of went along with what I was going to go over today. And so, can I see my phone really quick? No. Yeah, we're going to wing it. So what I was going to go over today is really talking about getting over yourself. And when you hear that word as a leader, it can either be taken two different ways. So it can be taken offensively, as you know, somebody tells me, "Allie, get over yourself." I can either A, react to that, or B, I don't have to look so far into that and realize that they're saying get over yourself, get over your fears, get over your excuses, get out of your own way, and just do it. And so something that I was reading this morning was about blogging and journaling. And it was talking about that if you're experiencing, things getting in your way, and you're experiencing doubt, and you're experiencing fears, and you're experiencing, why can't I be there? Write it down. Write everything down in front of you and find out how you can get over yourself. Find out what's standing in your way right now. Find out why you don't feel like your leadership is where it's at. Do you know the compensation plan? Do you know the products? Do you know where your team's headed? Are you leading from the front? Are you leading by example? And this doesn't mean, when I say leading from the front or leading by example, it doesn't mean that you're completing the steps of success 45 times every month and you're signing 30 loyal customers and 16 distributors. It means, are you taking the same daily action steps that your team is doing? Are you, whatever you're telling them to do, are you showing them how to do that? Or are you more so just telling them? And I think one of the most important things too in this business, you guys, is realizing that we are a show business. We are not a tell business by any means. And so we truly have to be that example. Now, in that being said, with getting over yourself, is that you have to push yourself. You have to get over yourself and be comfortable with being uncomfortable. So if you are not being pushed right now, if you are not, if you're not feeling uncomfortable every single day, then something needs to change. It does. It really, really does. And so I challenge you this month, as after reading that, are you having fun? Are you excited? Does your team feel and experience your enthusiasm? Do they carry your belief if they don't feel like they believe it in themselves? And if they aren't, then why not? Why isn't your team coming to you? Why isn't your team excited to hang out with you or talk to you or want to experience success with you? And I think as leaders, sometimes it's hard because number one, we can beat ourselves up about it and be like, oh my gosh, I'm not a good leader. I'm not this, I'm not that. But honestly, in time, you're going to be a good leader by just doing, not by telling, by doing. And so it's going to start with so part of the first part of that paragraph was, are you having fun? How good do you feel and how often do you smile? So are you having fun? Do you truly love what you do in this business every single day? And if you don't, why not? Why not? Why are you doing it still? Why are you still doing this every single day if you're not having fun? And if you are, continue to have fun. Continue to get creative with your parties and whatever, and just continue to do what works for you, but enjoy it. Enjoy the journey. Enjoy from getting from point A to point B, and not just where you're at and where you're going to be, but enjoy the journey. Enjoy that process, because sometimes I get so blindsided by the end effect or by the goal that I'm trying to reach that I don't enjoy the process along the way. And so we have to really, really slow down and enjoy this journey. And then the next one is, how good do you feel? Are you taking the products? Are you excited? Are you healthy? Are you happy? Are you wanting to get out of bed every day and truly help people and help your team and help yourself? And then your enthusiasm, you guys, is contagious. Are you passionate? Do you truly and 100% believe in this company, in the products, and our team, and your leaders, and our corporate team? Do you truly believe that you are where you're meant to be? The next part was, the better we think, the better we feel, and the better we feel, the better we think. And so good thoughts and feelings lead to better action. So if you're doing your personal development, if you're excited, passionate, and plugged in, if you're taking the products, don't you think you're gonna experience success? Don't you think that positive, exciting, happy, goal-oriented people are going to be coming your way? And I've said this a couple of times, but if you're not a 10, how are you supposed to find 10s in this business? If you're not striving to push yourself to get out of your comfort zone and be a red, how are you supposed to find reds in this business? I really want you to think about that today. Are you pushing yourself beyond your limits? Are you truly excited, passionate, and having fun? And then I love this part, because if you are a negative leader, person, posting the dirty laundry on Facebook, whatever it may be, 95% of our negative thoughts never, ever happen. So why think them? Why waste our time and our energy on being negative? Why waste our time and our energy in saying, I really don't know if I'm going to maintain this month? It is the 4th of the month, for crying out loud. Why are you even worrying about that? Why are you even speaking that in existence? Why are you even saying that out loud? You should be working towards that next promotion, because if you are so focused and worried about maintaining, number one, you're not going to maintain. Number two, you're only ever going to maintain. So you've got to be pushing yourself to move forward. And in return of having fun, using the products, being excited, being passionate, being loud, number one, your team's going to follow. And number two, you're going to attract success. You are. It's just a given, you guys, because how can you possibly be excited, happy, passionate, fun, enthusiastic, loud, your energy, and not find this kind of people? If you want your team to be uplifting, to be supportive, to be a fun group of people, I want you to ask yourself, are you? Are you that type of person? Are you that type of leader that you want to find? And in return, we have to really sit down, and this all goes back to getting over ourselves. Get over that stubborn ego. Get over that, what? If either A, they don't help your paycheck, I don't care. I don't care if they don't help your paycheck. You've got to be reaching out to everybody. You've got to be helping everybody and be that selfless leader and lead from the front. And you never know, you guys, you never, ever, ever know when that rock star is going to pop up in your organization. So continue to create that sense of belonging, that sense of energy, that sense of fun within your team. Let me see this really quick. Say hi to JJ. Look it. There's JJ. Say hi really quick. Okay. So this morning somebody asked Pam on her page, I'm sure you guys have seen the questions that they're asking. Well, somebody said, Pam, when you say get over yourself, what exactly does that mean? And Pam said, it means to take a really hard look at what is holding you back. Sit down with a journal or blog like we talked about and ask yourself, what is holding me back? Just start talking or writing and the answer will eventually come. This is what you need to get over. And for most of us, it is fear. Fear of what others will think, fear of what others will say, fear of not knowing the answers to questions, fear of success, fear of promoting, fear of being a good leader. And this is a continuous process. As some of you are stuck at a certain level of income, like $12,000 per month. So sit down and ask, why am I stuck at $12,000 per month? The answer always comes. You are the best one to answer this question. So start asking yourself and quit asking others. And when I saw that this morning, you guys, it was such an aha moment to me because when I sat down on the cruise, okay. When I sat down on the cruise is the last night, I really asked myself, why am I still where I'm at? It's not because of my team. It wasn't because of my leaders. It wasn't because the products or the compensation plan or the company. I had no one to blame but myself. So I really, really challenge you this month to take complete and 100% ownership for your business, your income, your team, your life as a whole. And when you start to realize that you are the only one that can impact this journey positively or negatively, I can't even do that, negatively, you will go in that direction. So 3 things I want you to ask yourself again today. Are you having fun in this business? How good do you feel either with the products, where you're at in the business, with your paycheck, and how often do you smile? So does anybody want to add anything to that?
I just wanted to say about the part where you said like the maintaining, and I had one of my distributors talk to me the other day on one of the coaching calls I had with them, and I said, well, if you're going to maintain pretty much what you said, if you're going to think about if you're going to be maintaining, it's going to be really hard for you to maintain. But if you always look for that next promotion, you're always going to be growing in all areas. And if your team sees you growing, then that's the bar that they need to uphold and stand to. Because I mean, I'll be honest, Taylor's my upline, and when I see her growing and I'm not, I'm like, dang, I need to pick my act up. Like I need to be on her level because she's my leader. And that's how I feel personally. So when you are growing, your team grows with you, which makes you promote, not maintain. So I just kind of wanted to put my 2 cents in about that.
No, I think that's a great thing, Nicole, because, and even if it's not your upline, if you see people growing within this team, it's not a comparison trap. You can't look at it and think, why is Nicole growing and I'm not? And gosh, Nicole's so much better than this than I am. It should motivate you and push you and help you. And when you guys sign people and I look at our downline activity and I'm like, oh, I want to sign another loyal customer. I want to sign another distributor. And it should be that red mindset that I'm going to be successful in this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to challenge myself to be more and strive for more because you deserve it. It's not selfish. It's leading from the front. It's being hungry and deciding that you're worth more. I just saw Tanya, you just unmuted yourself. Did you want to add something to that?
Yeah, I wanted to say and I'm not like tooting my own horn by any means because I still have to battle this daily, but I'm also proof that getting over yourself and not focusing on maintaining it really does work. Like as much as we sit here and say like, oh, do it. But the reality is when you actually can do that, it does change your business. And those 2 things was deciding that I needed to get over myself and why I felt I was only worth a couple $100 a month, why I felt like I couldn't be at the top, what was holding myself back. Sorry, my kids are all over this. When I really got real with myself and got over myself on that, my business dramatically changed. and when I stopped stressing out about maintaining. You guys, I was stressing out about maintaining Diamond for a year that I never once maintained Diamond. You know, like I went from Diamond all the way back down to executive before. That's JJ. Before I got over myself and realized I'm not going to worry about maintaining. I'm going to focus on promoting. And that's when things changed. I got over myself and focused on going for the next one instead of just that one or maintaining that one promotion. So I just want to reiterate the fact that, you know, like I did those things and it's changed my business dramatically. So, you know, take some time today or this week to really get real with yourself and figure out what is holding you back and why you feel like you're only good enough to maintain and not promote to the next.
You know, and I love that. And as leaders, you know, we are selfless leaders and people. And we're constantly worrying about everybody else's promotions and how everybody else is. And we have to worry about ourselves as well, though. We have to make sure that, you know, we're up to date on our personal development every single day, that we're taking the products, that we're excited, that we're hungry, that we want more, and that we don't get stuck in that complacent trap and we don't get stuck in that comfortable trap. Because you guys, I've been there, and I've been there probably about 10 times. But it's not a matter of how long you stay there. It's about, okay, you recognizing that, realizing that, writing down how you're going to get out of that, and then moving forward. So you really, really have to decide your